what's on the news, and what you heard is true.
Now this is Park Colonial.
What you heard is true. Go, yippee, yippee.
Doorstep access to your Woodleigh MRT. Mall is right across.
What you heard is true.
We have a 2-bedroom dual key unit for you here today. Perfect for own stay, investment, or a mix of both. Let's go. So before we tour both of the units that we have here, let's just start off with some project facts of Park Colonial itself. Park Colonial is a 99-year leasehold development with its lease starting from the year 2017. As of today, we have a fantastic balance lease standing at 92 years left. This development is developed by CEL Development as well as Heaton Holdings. The unit mix here consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroom unit types which span across 7 blocks. There are a total of 805 units. However, if you're strictly looking at dual key units, then that only stands in this stack that we're at, stack 8. Just 15 units of dual key within the entire project that makes up 1.8%. So the unit we're touring today, this is a 743 square feet. It is in fact a 2-bed dual key which comes with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and 2 separate balconies for both sides to enjoy.
You might think I'm psycho, and I won't let go.
The moment you enter your main entrance foyer, this is actually the common foyer area. What some occupants may choose to do is to place in some of their shoe cabinetries on this side over here. Moving into the 1-bedroom section of the unit itself. The 1-bedroom here, of course, it will consist of your open kitchenette, a living space, Jack and Jill bathroom, as well as your master bedroom itself. This unit also does come with a balcony within the living area. Overall layout is really squarish, and I also appreciate how they place in all of these tiles that have flushed in from the entrance all the way into the entire living space. Starting off right here, this is where we have our integrated fridge. Of course, the entire sink area, this is generally in a very well-maintained condition given this is a 2022 project. We have top hung and bottom storages, induction stovetop built-in oven. So all of these appliances, these are all from the brand Bosch. This is where our washer and dryer is actually tucked away. So I think in terms of kitchen space, this is of a very comfortable configuration. Let's move further into the home. We can see that on this side here, they have currently placed in this 4-seater kind of dining setup. That's quite rare to come by for a 1-bedder these days. Flip over to this side, this wall is actually spanning 2 meters, so you can definitely place in a TV feature wall over here, similar to what they have currently placed in. So let's head out to the balcony. Coming into the balcony, this balcony has a northwestern orientation. We're in fact facing towards the Woodleigh Waterpark. So this is of course a low-rise area. Pretty much you just have a colonial building over there and everything else is more or less flat. Of course, this offers you a very good privacy kind of facing. So if you were to take a look at the master plan, this plot of land is actually zoned as a reserve site under the 2025 master plan. So I think this is something that we're going to look out for what's going to come up ahead. This will also offer more pricing protection for owners who have already bought into this area. In terms of the location-wise, one other plot to look out for is the area where the PUB Recreational Club is currently located. There are a couple of SLA houses there. There is also a large football pitch as well as an entire cafe area which has already been zoned for residential zoning. Right out your side gate, there is where your Woodleigh MRT is. Of course, you have the newly opened Woodleigh Mall just across the street. You also do have the newly opened Woodleigh Village Hawker Centre. If that is not enough, you can just take the train towards the north direction. One stop down, that is your Serangoon MRT interchange as well as where you'll find your next shopping mall. And down 5 stops towards the city area, that's where you have Dhoby Ghaut MRT as well as Plaza Singapura. What's more, we're also across from the Alkaff Lake and Bidadari Park. So if you are someone that enjoys taking your evening strolls, that would be something that would draw out to you. Schools-wise, within our 1 km radius, we do have Tida Primary, Mary Stella as well as St. Andrew Junior School. Rental demand here is also supported by the fact that we're right next to the MRT, fairly new, located within a city-fringe region, and we also do have Stamford American International School to further boost up our rental demand in this area. Last but not least, we are also located just across the street from your Bidadari new town. So that is where you'll see the BTO flat making the news for the astronomical profit levels of the homeowners there. The entire town of $1 million flats just right across for our future exit audience as well. So how does owning a dual key unit offer you flexibility? Firstly, from the own stay angle, you can have your parents in one of the sub-units while you're living in the other sub-unit. Alternatively, you can have a merge where you actually rent out one side, whether it is the one bedroom portion or the studio portion, and that would definitely help to cushion your mortgage greatly. And of course, if you're looking at this from a pure investment angle, then you can actually just rent out both of the sub-units, and that will bring our rental yield up to 3.8% because we do have a combined rental of $5,700 for our unit right here. That's definitely going to fully cover up all of your mortgage and also allow you to build a little more cash equity and also enjoy the capital appreciation that comes with time.
Streetlights align a dead-end road. I walk to the end, pretend I don't know.
So moving on into the master bedroom itself, so you do notice that for both bedrooms, it does come with a timber strip flooring. This bedroom, we do have half-height windows as the aircon latch are located just outside here. Bedroom size is comfortable as well. The width across here, this is 2.8 meters, and from the wardrobe to the wall here, you do enjoy 2.55 meters. Currently, this is a queen size bed. Definitely, if you wish to upsize to a king, you can just reposition this side table and you can have your king bed all the way towards this side here. Developers have also provided with 2 panels of sliding wardrobe space, and what I really love, and I think this is getting harder to find these days, is how they actually build it all the way up to the ceiling itself. So you really maximize the space here. Finishings are done in a brown tone along with some bronze tone edges, which ties in nicely with the entire development's color scheme.
Well, I'm tired of the cold, and I'm tired of the way I've been living.
Let's just take a little pause and do a financial breakdown over here. Taking a full purchase price at $1.78 million with a 75% loan of $1.335 million at a 2.1% interest rate over 30 years, that will bring your monthly payments to $5,001. So to break it down even further into your principal and interest components, principal would consist $2,665 while the interest would be $2,336. So let's talk a bit about if you want to use this as a hybrid of own stay and renting out just one portion. If you were to rent out the studio portion, the rental currently here is at $2,600, essentially covering 52% of your mortgage. And if you were to rent out this sub-unit, which is the one bedroom that we're standing in, this is currently rented out at $3,100. That's going to cover 62% of your monthly mortgage. So if you were to do the math, you'll realize that, hey, actually, if I were to buy this and I were to stay in one component of it, essentially my tenant is going to take care of a bulk of my mortgage and I'm paying probably less than what a rental amount would be like. Of course, if you're going for full rental yield approach, renting out both sides give you combined 5.7k per month, which more than offsets the $5,000 of monthly mortgage, leaving you with $700 of positive cash flow to even cover your MCST fees.
Finally make a well thought out decision, but by then there'll be no one there to listen.
Heading on into the bathroom, it's a Jack and Jill bath, which means that you can access it both from your bedroom itself, or if you do have guests over, they can access it directly from the living room. Coming into the bathroom, you'll see that the entire bathroom is done up in a darker color scheme, so you do have the dark grey tiles along the entire walls with both mirrors with storage behind them as well as more storage under your sink. Flooring wise, we do have anti-slip tiles as well. This also flows into the standing shower area where you'll have your rain shower from Grohe. So this bathroom is actually served with mechanical ventilation, and on this side you'll see that the WC, which is from Gibbery, is actually wall mounted, which allows for easy cleaning and washing of the space here. Of course, for some people who wish to use up both sides of the dual key for their own usage, some owners, what they may choose to do is to hack down this area over here to combine the entire space to give you more of a premium 2-bedroom. And that's because the typical 2-bedroom here stands at 678 square feet, while this one actually stands at 743 square feet. So you do get a lot more internal living space if you are using this unit for own stay.
Where did you go, my friend? 'Cause I haven't seen you in a while.
Touring into the studio space right now, you have your kitchenette area. Similarly, it does come with an induction and the washing area, something that is not quite common among some of the smaller studios within dual key. So this one would be considered to be fully equipped. Fridge space, they have actually chosen to put it over there. Of course, if you want to, you can actually place in a under-counter fridge over here. There's actually more than sufficient provision here for you to do so. There's also a power point underneath here.
We'd spend our summers in the wildflowers.
So flip towards the other side, that would be where the bathroom for this sub-unit is located. Similar to the other one, we do have the wall-hung WC, storage behind the mirror, as well as a standing shower right behind this door. This bathroom itself is done up with slightly lighter color tone.
'Cause we spent our summers skipping stones for hours.
Coming into the resting area, what you enjoy here is actually a 2.8 meter width along with a 2.96 meters from this wall to the wardrobe. So I think space-wise, it's very comfortable. Currently, this is fitted with a single bed with a single pull-out bed at the bottom. This is also the equivalent of a king-size bed. So the current setup is a study desk on this area. Of course, if you wish, you can definitely place in a TV feature wall over here and reorientate your bed. In terms of the wardrobe-wise, you do see the similar finishings as to the other master room. This one also goes up fully towards the ceiling height, and what I like about this bedroom is the amount of light that comes in naturally. So of course you have your aircon latch here, and behind me is the door that opens to the balcony. It is quite rare for dual key units to come with two separate balconies, so I think this is a nice touch that the developers have placed in. One more nice touch by the developer is how they've placed in a solid wall over here, which gives greater privacy to the occupants on both sides.
Imagination. Oh, how I've missed you.
Let's also take a look at some of the pricings within District 13 itself. So let's take a look at the two bedders that have doorstep access to the MRT station. Woodleigh Residences, that is of an integrated development status. COP is in the year 2023, size between 667 square feet to 743 square feet, with an asking of 1.55 mil all the way up to 1.89 mil, which ranges between the 2003 to 2004 plus PSF. Over at Potong Pasir MRT, where Poise Residence is located, this is of an integrated development status. COP is in the year 2018, size between 753 square feet to 807 square feet, with an asking of 1.68 to 1.85 mil, essentially ranging between 2002 to 2300 plus on a PSF basis. Lastly, we also do have Senate Residence, the oldest of the lot, COP in the year 2016, with an asking price of 1.78 mil for a 850 square feet, with a PSF of $2,094. Coming back to Park Colonial where we are, let's first take a look at the typical two-bedroom layout, size at 678 square feet, with an asking price of 1.65 to 1.75 million dollars, essentially working out to 2004 to 2005 on a PSF basis. For the dual key units, they are ranging between 1.75 to 1.79 mil for a 743 square feet unit, essentially working out to about 2003 to 2004 on a PSF basis. And coming back to our unit is listed with an asking price of 1.78 million dollars for a 743 square feet two-bed dual key unit. PSF would be just under the 2,400 PSF level. We are also coming with a tenancy of $5,700, which works out to about 3.8% on your annual rental yield. And with that, we've come to the end of our home tour here today at Park Colonial. So if you are looking for a two-bedroom dual key right here within a city-fringe region, we have Park Colonial here today, listed at $1.78 million. Fantastic rental demand here to allow you for renting it out or a hybrid of your own stay. Excellent location connectivity with the MRT right at your doorstep. So if you are keen for a physical viewing of this place, do give our listing managers a call. You can find our numbers right down here. Do also hit the like and subscribe button. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm Cheryl, PropertyLimBrothers, always happy to show you the place. There's a lot more pointers. Wait, I still have more. This is crazy. This is currently renting at 3.1 thousand. 3.1? This is currently rented at 3,000. How do you say it in a smooth way? 3,100. Okay. This is currently rented out at 3,100. And with that, we've come to the end of our interior home tour here today at Park Colonial. Yay! Yay! It's a wrap!